Hey everybody, this is the celebration video. This is the last day of school for Clark County School District. I'm just going to go over for the families and, of course, the kids, because I know you guys watch these things. I can prove it. So I wanted to, first off, big thank yous. I I've heard so many teachers say so many things about how it's hard to get in touch with the kids and how it's hard to know what they're doing and that they get a little distracted because they're at home. Not our kids, not this program. I mean, once I show you the data, it's crazy, and that's what this video is all about. We're going to take care of the celebrations because normally we have what's called eighth grade graduation, and it is the most ridiculously corny ceremony that I've ever sat through. And I've sat through quite a few high school graduations as well and college ones. But the eighth grade graduation ceremony at our middle school, our junior high, is crazy serious. The kids dress up, the families come, there's flowers. The only thing I'd like for them to start doing is to put in the cap and gowns, because I think that would be awesome to have the kids in cap and gowns. But the one good thing about the shutdown is because normally when I go to eighth grade graduation, I sit in the second row of whatever side they're forcing me to sit on in the front. Well, I meant in the front as in like we sit, the staff sits in the front and we face the kids. So as I'm sitting there, I normally get teary-eyed like a small child the entire time. Now, I come across as a fairly laissez-faire type of individual, but I typically have a small piece of plastic, maybe a piece of straw, something like that, and I chew on it almost the entire time to keep myself from crying like a baby the entire time, because it is so touching and heartwarming, and that's why I found out last week that my admin team had started watching these videos. So I guess shout out to them for how amazing they make this for the kids and the families, and especially the staff as well, because it's heartwarming to see the looks on their faces, the kids' faces, when they get their awards and they graduate the high school, and it's so amazing. It's corny, but it's amazing. But I'm glad I don't have to sit through it this year, because there's only so much crying a person needs to do in public, and I'm kind of happy that I don't have to go do that. I'm sad for the kids, sad for the families, happy for my tear ducts, because I will not be crying in public this year. The families. I have managed to contact every one of you every week, sometimes multiple times a week, and I feel that we have now gone to the point where we are now friends. I consider you friends. It has been a wonderful experience getting to know you better. That is one of the highlights of this shutdown, is the fact that I've gotten to know the parents a lot better. You guys are amazing people, and I know the reason why your kids are so great is because of how wonderful you are as people. And the bigger audience than anticipated. One, if you are an administrator in my building and you're watching these videos, you have other things you need to do, obviously. So focus on that. Second, for the international audience, welcome. Thank you for watching. I don't know how you understand what these videos are about, but thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And also to my friends and family that they watch me for some reason. My parents watch these videos. I'm glad I was able to entertain you for short periods of time. And for those of you that are my friends, those weird text messages about like you asking random questions about why I'm doing math at midnight. Well, you know why I'm doing math at midnight. So let's go ahead and pass the thank yous. Let's go with the last analytics. Every single day, first thing in the morning, the first thing I did during every day of shutdown, including Saturdays and Sundays, was to look at my YouTube analytics. Not because I had expected people to watch the videos to the degree that they were watched, but it was more of the fact that I really wanted the kids to know that I cared, and if they had a video or they made a comment, then I made sure to say it back to them. So as of right now, before I made this video, the kids watched 10,659 minutes of videos. Now, I do realize that means that there are other people that had watched these as well, because we got a lot more hits than what we were. The point, like, I have 12 students in my program, 12. And And unless they were watching the videos every minute of every day since we've shut down, there were other people watching them, and I understand that. Now, we had 13% of traffic that was international. I think that's absolutely insane. I appreciate it. I think it's awesome, but it's still insane. Oh, I did not realize that 1.7% could use closed captions, but I thought was very ironic because a lot of the struggles that we have in our program are kids that have a difficult time reading. And the reason why we did a visual or a video version of education or these lessons is because we had struggles reading. So I thought it was pretty funny that YouTube told me that almost 2% of the people that watch these watch them in closed captioned. And we also have 49 subscribers. And keep in mind, we only have 12 kids. So for the other people out there, thank you. The other 37 people, thank you very much for watching. Now, just so you guys can see, because it's easy to say those things, but to give you an idea of what it looks like, this is the YouTube analytic channel. And I could look up all types of crazy stuff. So what I'm going to do is that just for giggles, this is the last 90 days. I can put my stuff right here because before the shutdown on March 22nd, I had no YouTube channel. I had no experience doing this. I had no idea how to upload videos, pretty much at all. For the parents out there who would ask me over and over again if their kids are doing well, as you can see, when I uploaded the videos, you can see the peaks. These are when I uploaded videos. These troughs down here are weekends. As you can see, the kids, this was spring break, and I'm not sure why they were working on spring break, but good job, parents, getting those kids on those videos, even though, we were technically on vacation. But as you can see, week after week after week after week after week, the kids showed up. They did what they were supposed to do. As you can see down here, I could tell exactly how much time they were watching, how many views we were getting. And we could also, a lot of the things that I managed to figure out is the device type. Since I know which kids use which devices, I could see who was watching what. So that was nice, and I like that. Anybody who's out there that sees this as a teacher and is kind of struggling, trying to figure out what to do, this YouTube stuff really is what is really quite useful. So we will be using that again in the fall. So as you can see here, this is our data. You guys did a great job. Thanks, team. Going back to my list, for the parents, we're teammates now. We're like this. In fact, if I was not teaching your kids, I'm positive bottles of wine would have been dropped off at your house. That is how absolutely spectacular I think you all are. And I know where you live because I dropped off those bags over the weekend. Over here, they have daily meetups at noon, 7 days a week from noon to 1 o'clock or 12:45 technically. The kids have a Google Meetup set. I love all of you, but I'm definitely not showing up every day at noon because I have some adventures planned for the summer. But I will be stopping in every once in a while. And I've warned the kids, and I'm letting you know, if there's any issues with the Google Meetups, you call me, and I will cancel them if the kids are not behaving themselves on it. So kids, now that I've contacted all of your parents to watch this video, and they know that all they have to do is call me, and the video chatting or the conferencing will be gone. As for the video conferencing in general, that was very successful this year. The kids really got, they know how to present, they know how to speak on it, they know how to get on, get off, troubleshoot their modems. And they did a really nice job on that. So in the fall, if we have problems getting in and out of the school, like the actual building, we will start having 3 or 4 hour Google Meets, and I will be instructing daily. So the kids get their instruction, because a lot of you have your devices now. And the reason why we use the YouTube channel instead of using the live meets was because at the beginning of all this, not all the kids had something that they could get on at the same time. So in the fall, if we're having problems in the building, we will be using the Google Meetups, and I will be instructing between 3 to 4 hours every day. As for the robotics updates, I will be putting up videos over the summer for the robotics teams. I have the game in my house for the Vex IQ, and I will be showing the kids and giving them some advice on the game for next year. So if you get any updates or you get a notification on your phone that I'm having updates, that's what those are. Plans for next year. I want to be back in the building. My teaching style, it does not translate well over the internet. I like to climb on tables. I like to set fires. I like to blow stuff up. And it's difficult to do it while you're talking to a camera alone in your apartment. It makes you feel a little crazy. So hopefully we'll be back. We are going to be running the robotics team. That is not going away. We are also going to be continuing the project-based learning. I'm not sure how that's going to keep working, but I'm going to make that happen. Congratulations to the 8th graders. Now, I did not want the year to end like this. I did not. Because this year, as a teacher, and anybody out there that is a teacher watching this, I did not sab a single day where I did not love coming to work, that I did not enjoy working with you guys. And it was amazing. I even had a cold in the middle of the year. I normally don't get colds. I've been a teacher too long. And I wasn't feeling well, and you guys rocked it out. And you were really a kind and sweet and hardworking group. And I can't believe I missed the last 8 weeks with you. It's so irritating. And I was this close to failing everybody. This close. I would have gladly accepted all of you guys back. But you worked way too hard, and you are just such amazing kids that I couldn't possibly do that. Those of you that are returning, paper roller coasters next year, people. Paper roller coasters. I'm building a new electric go-kart over the summer, which we will program in the fall. And we are going to increase our standing in the national standings for robotics. So we have lots of stuff to do next year. Be excited. Once August comes around, be ready. Yeah. And last but not least, we made it. At the end of March, I was a little bit down and a little bit iffy on how if this was going to work or not. I'm glad that it worked as well as it did. I wished it worked better. I wish I saw you guys more. I wish I could do more for you. But I think that we did the best we could given the circumstances. And I learned a lot. So next year, if this happens again at any given time, I feel like we could really make it happen for each other. And we're gonna do well no matter what, like we always do. Because remember, it's not about being successful. It's about the ability to work through frustration. And even if we have struggles or we have issues, we're all right, and it's going to be fine, and we're going to make it through. So this is the last day of school. This is the last video for this school year, and hopefully you guys had a good year within reason, and that I really would like to thank your families and anybody who's watching this channel for supporting us and doing what for making the last couple months as good as it could be. Thank you so very, very much. And don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I don't see you as often as I did through this in the fall, because I would rather be setting fires and blowing stuff up in my classroom. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the fall.